So I have to work tomorrow, which means I have to cancel plans with Brett.
Well, that sucks. Couldn't you just call out?
I really can't. If I call out again, I'll completely douse my chances of being promoted. My manager even wants me to work late, like through the morning.
Ouch. Well, at least you'll be making some extra cash. You know, to feed your coffee addiction, you addict.
Hey, I'm not that bad. It's like managing the gap is a religious ritual for this woman. She talks about it like the Pope talks about canon law. It's insane.
Wow, it's funny you say that because the corporate world really has a sort of foundation in Christian principles. I was reading something the other day in the Times about the Protestant Ethic. I think it was by Max Weber. Anyway, it said that the basic Protestant ideals from the 16th century laid the brickwork for the work ethic in most of the Western world.
Yeah, I actually heard that in my sociology class. That's Weber's big thing, right?
Yeah, it said that traditionally, religion would usually slow down the pursuit of personal property and wealth. But once Calvinism came in, there was a double predestination idea instilled in the minds of people. It was that you were either chosen by God to be saved or you were damned to hell. People were forced to reassure themselves that they were chosen and saved, and that any signs of lacking self-confidence was viewed as potentially being damned. This could be why people at corporate jobs have to always have a strongly self-confident attitude in their jobs.
It kind of makes sense when you look at it. In any corporate position, you have people trying to prove their worth with self-confident prestige that sometimes they don't even really have in the first place. You know, that might be the reason why my manager has such a stick-up-her-ass all day. But seriously, there has to be a connection between Protestant ideals and the society we're familiar with. Didn't Weber say something about financial success being a measure of the self-confident attitude expressed in Christians? And that people with more zeal were more likely to make more money.
Right, that's what the article said. Isn't it weird, too, that societies that have more Protestants also have more developed capitalist economies?
That's true today, too. Most of Western Europe is pretty rich, and they follow a corporate structure much like America's.
And out of America's 300 million plus people, about 77% of them believe in Christianity. It's staggering.
Weber said that within Christianity there's a spirit of capitalism, which is sort of a rational pursuit of economic gain. It becomes normal and expected for the average Christian to work hard and test his full capabilities. By doing this, he's invested in his own moral worth as a person. Making money through painstaking work then becomes linked to morality in some strange way. This is supposed to give the Christian a sense of purpose and dignity.
It is really easy to see the spirit of capitalism idea all over corporate America. The Protestant ethic has really jump-started the Industrial Revolution to the beauty of where it sits today. It even holds true in major Fortune 500 companies and their ruthless pursuits at profits around the globe.
You know that the US government views corporations as an individual entity, even if many people run it. They protect each corporation like they protect a person walking down the street. That corporate person functions to both make profits and to provide goods and services to outsiders and its investors. It operates under corporate law, which is similar to a religious doctrine, where it has the right to sue and be sued according to US law.
If those aren't Protestant principles, then I don't know what is.
Actually, missionaries in old times were sent to spread their ideas and make others believe them in moral law. Today, corporations act like missionaries with globalization, allowing them to spread their practices to other countries. I can see theory is no longer living up to practice.
Only corporations didn't have these goals in mind when they spread. They just have profits and numbers on their minds. That's pretty interesting.
What the Protestant ethic has produced has really flipped religion on its head. Our beliefs are in such contrast to the past. People already accept that they have to do work to get the things they want. Religion is just another hobby that people use to build a community among their peers.
You're so right. People in the corporate world are much more likely to pick up their Blackberries than their Bibles. The working world believes that the next promotion is the key to salvation rather than something like prayer.
I was in the mall yesterday and there was this couple trying to take pictures outside the Gap. Security came and told them that it was against mall policy. But get this, they don't want you to take pictures in the mall because of terrorism.
What? It's a standard excuse authority uses when they don't want you to do something.
Yeah, well, it's the terrorism defense again. Don't you think it's a little overused? It's not the small likelihood of an attack on the mall that bothers me. It's just that a corporate center like this will not allow anything but shopping in there. You walk in, you shop, and you get out.
They pull out the terrorism defense because after 9/11, no one's going to question it.
And where's there room for self-expression when there's no money to be made? It's as if the mall is putting up a sign that says, "No art allowed here."
I know, and not to seem too far-fetched, but it almost seems like corporate institutions stole some of the cutthroat policies of the Catholic Church. They just sugarcoat it all and call it terrorism, and everyone understands.
I feel like this constant threat of terrorism has a monopoly on fear. I just keep seeing shackles on everybody's eyes every time somebody cries terrorism.
You know what? Corporations have to be tapping into the terror market somehow.